Hello, everybody. Welcome to Music Tuesdays. It's a new thing I'm going to try where I try to make a song every Tuesday. And I give myself an hour to do it. And then I go back through and give commentary on the creative process. So starting off here, we're using the Vital plugin for Fruity Loops Studio. Starting off with a lead sort of melody. I'm trying to do this weird like layering thing. I don't know chords well enough to do this, but yeah, I have the first part, and then I take the second part, and I take the end of the second part, and I just drop it an octave. And I'm trying over and over again to make this sound good. It just does not sound good. So there's also like this weird buzzing that's happening that I'm noticing here, and that's why I pull out the equalizer, the EQ, and I try to find that buzzing and isolate it, and it's just not going away. So I just gave up on that. Started doing something else here. Started going a little bit longer notes. That's starting to work, and then I'm like, I'm gonna do this weird like step down thing. And I really liked the sound of that. It was simple, but it wasn't like repetitive simple. So I ended up going a little bit further with it. And then again, I do the same thing where the first half and the second half are basically the same, except for the last half goes down instead of up. And that's just, I don't know, it's easy. Messing around with the equalizer here, again, the EQ. I got a little jumbled up there, but it all worked out in the end. Now I'm making a pluck. I'm gonna use a square wave for this, some noise as well. Go in, add the delay, add the down sample, which was on the lead as well. Putting that in, I want something a little faster, higher intensity. So I'm trying to map that out, see what that sounds like. And something I've started doing now is, instead of putting it all in one pattern or doing one pattern at a time, I do this thing where I have the patterns out on the song, and then I listen to the song over and over again, and it gives me a better idea of the context of what I'm working on. So I don't get lost in one sound and then try to put that sound into the song, even though it doesn't fit, because I haven't actually heard it with the whole song yet. Now moving on to the bass, I was actually really happy with the pluck. The pluck was phenomenal. The bass though, that one, I don't know. I tried to do this thing where it would pan. It would be the same wave shape, but it would pan into different ears, and it would have this sort of like surrounding you vibe. This sound just did not work. I don't know why. I tried to make it work. Maybe because the pluck was so high energy that the bass it was always drowned out. It never sounded good. So I tried, I think I put like 10 to 15 minutes on this bass trying to get this to work, and ended up just being a waste of time. But that's what happens in the creative process. Sometimes it's a banger, sometimes you waste a lot of time on it. Listening to it over and over now, just trying to get the trying to do anything I can to save it. I'm like, well, maybe if I put some effects on it, maybe I do this. I end up just going with a simple, just like 2 notes going up and then down over and over again. I ended up just getting rid of the bass in the end. Here I am rolling through all the kicks, trying to find a good kick that I like. I found one, and it's just a very simple kick pattern. I was trying to find something else because I wanted to add something to give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, different, unique something. I didn't just want the same kick drum over and over and over again. So I tried to put in, I think this was a hi-hat or something. That just didn't work. It didn't sound good in the song, so I threw it out. And then this is the final pattern. This is the fun thing, quote unquote. Everything is, the song's basically made at this point. I just have to I want to put something in that has, again, some creative, original. It's not just the same patterns, repetitious, whatever. I want to change it up a little bit. So I tried to take the pluck that I really liked and delete, save every third note and try to elongate them to try to make it sound like this was the pluck, but more drown out and slower. And then when the pluck came in, it would be like super high intensity. I ended up just not doing that and just remaking the pluck, but using like I think this is a harp sound, and that worked really well. And here I am, I'm starting to do some composition. I look down, I got 15 minutes left. It's time to actually build the song, not just the different pieces of it. So this is a pretty good revelation for me. I figured out that you can just change the note of the kick drum, which doesn't seem, I don't know. For some reason, that was something I didn't think I could do. I figured that out. It gave that kick, that extra kick, made it sound a little bit different, a little bit better, so it wasn't just the same, again, repetitive thing over and over. And I really liked how that turned out. And here I am sort of adjusting the melody, the lead, because, I don't know, something about it just seemed a little awkward, but I don't know, I snapped out of that, realized I had 10 minutes left, and just put it back to the way it was. It was good enough. And now I'm just building the song out, adding a little build up into that high intensity pluck, into the actual, main body of the song. I think I add a breakdown here in a little bit. There's the intro, and then the kick kicks up, and then we get the lead, and then the pluck, and then the actual song. And there's the breakdown with just the lead. And then we play those two sets over again, and then it ends how it started, with the little fun thing. And then I add some silence at the end just to let it drown out. I'm listening to it here. I got 2 minutes left. I'm thinking, I could add a riser just before the pluck to give it, again, some more personality. I throw that in at the last second, and it turned out actually really well. So yeah, this has been Music Tuesdays. I'm going to try to do this once a week, just to get the creative juices flowing, practice this skill. Hopefully, eventually I make some songs that are actually pretty good. Still an amateur at this, but let me know what you think.